What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Shannon Michael channel. Today's review is going to be about Market Cipher, created by a gentleman named CryptoFace. Of course, that's not his real name, but that's the name that he goes by. Has a exciting channel, a lot of live trading, kind of breaks down his trades as he's doing leverage. But I kind of wanted to talk about the software because I purchased the software. Actually, it was a couple of years ago, and I decided since I'm going to be retiring soon and taking this trading thing full time, I might as well get software, and I got the lifetime package. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not here to talk about we're here to talk about the software. So let's just dive into it. This is a Market Cipher website. The link will be in the description if you want to check it out. It has Market Cipher A, Market Cipher B, Market Cipher support and resistance, Market Cipher Dbsi, and this is what the software looks like, and I'm going to break it down to you really quick. Before you purchase this software, if you decide to purchase the software, you definitely need a TradingView account. TradingView is just a trading platform that allows you to look at stocks, crypto, the foreign exchange market, and whatever commodities that are out there. But deep diving into the actual software, this is how it looks. Market Cipher A, Market Cipher B is down here, Market Cipher Dbsi is up here, and Market Cipher support and resistance is right here. I really don't use this part that much. I usually hide it because I like to see a clean chart, and there'll be times where I just look at the candles. But I wanted to kind of break down the software and show you, let's hide everything so we could just see the candles, right? Okay, so this is a blank canvas of a chart. This is what this is TradingView, by the way. TradingView is free, but they also have paid memberships. If you want to really take your trading to the next level, I pay for it. I pay $15 a month. I actually pay for the whole year, but I paid for it because you don't get alerts with a free account. If the next candle turns green right here and I want to be notified, I set an alert so that way I know, all right, this actually TradingView will send me a notification within the app that's on my phone and on my computer. Hey, the next candle turned green. You wanted us to alert you when that candle turned green. It turned green, so hey, wake the hell up and make a trade. So that's why I pay for the yearly subscription plan, is because I want to make sure I'm alerted and I set alerts when different things happen. Now, as we go into the software, you'll see other reasons why I might want to set alerts, and you can get alerts with a free account, as I said before. So we're going to start with Market Cipher B since it's the most colorful. And how I use Market Cipher B, I use Market Cipher B along with Market Cipher Dbsi. So you see these numbers here that popped up to the top. I use that, and I sometimes use Market Cipher A. Okay, so we're gonna hide Market Cipher A, and we're gonna hide Market Cipher. Sorry, we're gonna hide Market Cipher Dbsi, and I just want to tell you what's going on here. Now, a lot of people trade Market Cipher based on the green dots, and the green dots, basically, if you look at the green dots and you look at the top candles, you'll notice that the green dots indicates that the market is at a bottom. So we're looking at Bitcoin versus USD in the Coinbase, right? So this is another indicator, a green dot, which states that this is the bottom, and you might want to look for a trade. And then another green dot triggered here, and then another green dot triggered here. But there were two green dots here, just like there were two green dots here. And it's basically saying, along with other indicators, you may want to look at taking a trade. And if you took this trade blindsided without looking at any other indicators, you would have won the trade, because as you can see, it went from $30,894 to $42,000, and even went up higher to $48,000. So this would have been a nice trade here. So I use the green dots as, I would like to say, the third indicator. I have like a 5-step program in my brain that says, hey, if these 5 things hit, then you might want to take this trade. And since we're looking at Bitcoin USD, the first thing I look at is bearish or bullish divergence. And I'm going to draw a trend line here, basically here to here. If you see the slope going downward, then that means this trend is going to shoot upward. And if you see, let me draw another trend line, a trend going this way, stop it there, then that means it's going to go down. And as you can see, it went down. So bullish divergence and this is bearish divergence, this is bullish divergence. This is my first indicator. I like to look at divergence first using Market Cipher. The second thing I look at is this green line here is the money flow, which indicates how much money is flowing into this currency pair, which is Bitcoin and USD. So a lot of money going in here. Green means there's money flow coming in here. And the red means there's money leaving here. So that for me will be the second indicator. The third indicator will be a red dot. So it was kind of confusing to see a red dot here and a green dot here and then another red dot. If it was just a red dot, it would show, to me, it would indicate that this trend is getting weak and we're kind of at the overbought field. So it's probably nice to either take a short, or if I'm long, get out the long trade. Second thing is, you see this little green thin layer here? I'm not sure if that's money flow as well. I really don't know. I probably should watch the training again, but I don't really use that. I use the money flow, the bearish or bullish divergence. I use the red and green dots at the top, and then I also use the RSI. So in addition to this green turning red, this is money flowing in. Red is money flowing out. The pink line, I actually made this pink, but it doesn't come pink. I like pink. The pink line is your RSI. So as you can see up here, this is 77% on the RSI. It became overbought at 90, 91%, almost 92%. So this is telling me that this might be the trend also weakening. And as you can see up here on the Heiken Nishi candles, the trend did flow down, but it doesn't always continue to go down just because it's overbought. You see how Bitcoin pushed up even more, and it became even more oversold. So that's why I use this as a third or fourth indicator. So one of my favorite indicators with the Market Cipher is actually the Dbsi. So again, this is like, it's probably not a 5-step system. To me, it's probably I want to say an 8-step system. But look at this. Look at these numbers. Whenever the number is 13, or to me 13, I like to go with 14. At the bottom of these candles, whenever the number is 14 or higher, that means the trend is strong. So if you look at here, this candle, so this is the first green candle. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This fifth candle triggered a 17, which is a really good bullish trend. So you could have gotten in at this candle and rode it all the way to this candle. So this candle, as long as there are 17 below it and there's a -4 above it, if this number is way lower than this number, then it's a strong trend. I'm going to give you an example of it on the bearish side as well. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strong candles after this candle here. So this is, let me get the trend line here. This is a nice trend. This is from the bottom of this candle, 32,900, to the top of this candle is 42,434. So that's a nice trade for a long if you were going to take the long. And this is a daily candle, by the way. So whenever, like I said before, whenever the high numbers are high, like 14 and above, it's a strong trend. Now look at the, let me open this up a little bit more. look at when it turned bearish. So as you can see here, this candle, right? It's the number below the candle is 6 and the number above the candle is 13. So now that there's a number up here that and it's red, that means that the trend is turning in a downwards form. So it's going from 13, 14, 17, 16. So for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, you did not want to trade unless you were trading short. And then you have to really monitor or set an alert to make sure you get out the short in time, because then right away, this trend started to reverse. Now, it went from bullish to bearish to bullish, right? So you wouldn't have gotten in on a long on this candle because there's a 2 at the bottom and a 6 at the top. You would stay away from that. But as soon as this number here, this 15, triggered on the daily candle, and you saw a -5 at the top, then you definitely want to enter the trade on this day, right? That's just what I would have done. And I would have taken this trade from the 15 all the way up to 11, which would have been a nice trade here. Then as you can see on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on this fifth day, you notice that I'm gonna move this trend line real quick. The number started, these two numbers, actually these three numbers started getting lower. So you could have gotten out on these numbers. I like to get out of a trade if it's under 14. And this is, I probably would have gotten out of the trade on this candle here because I didn't want the trend to reverse. I didn't want the trend to reverse too fast. So I would have gotten out here. But you could have rode it all the way up to this 11. And then once you saw on this day, this red day, that the Dbsi triggered a 15 at the top, which means bearish. Bottom means bullish, top means bearish. Forgot to mention that. You want to get out the trade and just kind of hang out for a little while. So that's why I like the Market Cipher Dbsi. Another thing to take into consideration, I'm gonna hide that. Get rid of these trend lines if it'll let me. Bam. And then Market Cipher A. I love Market Cipher A. Here's why. Let me try to squeeze this together. Alrighty, so the best way to utilize Market Cipher A is these lines, right? These lines are moving averages. And when the moving average, as you can see here, this little area right here, this whole trend was gray, right? So that means we're in a bearish pattern, which means don't take any longs. It's a bearish pattern coming up. So don't take any longs, take short. So you definitely want to look at the market going down. And right here, as the trend lines or the moving averages turn blue and white, that's when you know the trend is up. So that's the easiest way to confirm, reconfirm, double confirm, and triple confirm that the trade that you want to take is the best trade. And that's why I like Market Cipher, because it gives you so many indicators. Sometimes they contradict each other, but if you want to find 5 out of the many indicators it has to take a trade, the trade will work in your favor if you're paying attention to everything, and also depending on what time frame you're looking at. But guys, I'll see you on the next video where I talk about a little bit more in depth of how I'm using Market Cipher for my trading. Take care.